Hello, 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 hello. All right. Guess we're ready. All right, I'm playing Traveler Cage Match here with SSounder. SSounder, who we keep getting put into the group phases of these tournaments. We played in Hand Mix, Friendly Mix, Blitz, and now Traveler Cage. So this is our fourth match actually playing one another. He's always a very good, pleasant opponent. So there are certainly worse people to have to play a bunch of Dominion with. Though this is our last match for our group, so if I tie or do better, then I'll advance, and I think anything less than a tie, for me, then SSounder will advance. So to the playoff portion. Anyway, we have limited buy. Oh, there's capital. The payload is a little weak here, but plenty of draw for sure. You want to spend, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're buying here, but if you're going to go mask page, as I am planning to do, then you want to use your $4 hand on the you buy a card, yeah, on the on the page. Now here is another question. I don't know if you get second masquerade yet. I mean, it's not unreasonable, but that would be probably a little much. Thinking about us adding a page. Another page guide is a possibility as well. I'm gonna try guide. I don't usually pick up guides, but may be valuable here. They get to exchange their page and play the mask. So for me, I'm gonna trigger the shuffle, which is a little sad, but of course it's a very small shuffle. I do think I'm gonna get a second line going of the Traveler because I think I want heroes for gaining capitals. My 5 probably should have been a hunting party, to be honest. I don't think it's probably worth trying to. I don't think the Basilica points were worth not getting a hunting party, in all honesty. I don't really know why I didn't do that, or even a storyteller. But anyway, too late now. This could go bad, of course. 2 cards in the shuffle. Fair amount of sadness. This is an acceptable level of quote unquote sadness. It's not really that sad. Okay, they get no silvers. I get the 1. Could have a warrior hit. I mean, they're going to call if they don't have the warrior, so they're going to play their warrior. Could easily hit something on my turn. I'm not sure I'll call with a hunting party. I guess they could have a similar hand and have a hunting party and be a little bit hesitant. They're going to get 2, I assume. They have the warrior. They're going to get to view. Maybe they got unlucky and bottom decked it. I was going to say they're going to get 2 hits, but this was fine. Didn't really hurt me. And I wouldn't have been unhappy to play, but I don't know. If I bottom deck the warrior here, then calling here is really sad. But triggering the shuffle isn't that sad. So we get the hunting party in here. Something to be said for maybe a black cat. I get coffers and points, so that's fairly appealing. We're very lucky here. We get the guide and the hero play. That would be kind of incredible luck. They didn't find their hunting party or anything in this shuffle. I can't really play this. Just not worth it, frankly. This masquerade is not in any way really safe to play. Trying to think if we go for 5. We still haven't gotten the page going, fortunately. There's something to be said for getting the basilica and the coffers again. Okay, we get the page now. This is nice. And this will probably be a hunting party buy or a storyteller, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting the black cats because they're modes and because they come with points. I'm not getting them because of the reaction. He'll have champion before he ever buys a green card. Or he ought to. I haven't played Masquerade very much, not thin at all to speak of. Okay, they're doing a similar thing. Yeah, and especially now that we're actually in kind of similar situations at the moment. Some of this is going to depend on when people find champions and stuff. I guess you don't need that much buy really, but a couple capitals seems okay to me. And then maybe you go to gold beyond that. I'm not sure how much time you ought to spend building here versus greening. But I don't think you wait too long, really. Those buys look fine to me. This is pretty bad. IMO. The hero is hero's in hand, it's not so bad, but it could get flipped by warrior. It's in the bottom. Okay, we're okay then. I don't know how. I don't know what we'll, how we'll do in the end, the placements, but. Not bad to have the points lead for sure on this particular board. That's a lot of silvers. I got quite a few myself, but they probably need storytellers pretty bad to get through that. I don't know. I mean, just sort of trashing with mask, they may get into that spot. Into a spot where into that spot, whatever I mean. Into a spot where they can use the silvers just fine. But there are some, we're not thin yet. They're a little more trash than I am, but yeah, I mean, I'm fine with undoing that. They may just have a dead treasure hunter for the rest of the game. It's not like I'm going to stop. Well, hopefully, I'm not going to stop gaining a bunch of cards every turn. We got a black cat. Come on, find the warrior. There you go. I don't know what the last card is. I guess it's the masquerade. Okay. I mean, there's something to be said, I guess, for leaving a masquerade on top, but I think I like this. Let me count money. Maybe I shouldn't worry about the estates. They'll probably both just get trashed. There's also something to be said for me to just like province, but probably not yet. All right. I did get a guide down, which is cool. I guess this next turn they can maybe play the treasure hunter and it not be the worst thing ever. They'll still gain, I guess, just 2. That's not terrible. Not, I mean, that seems totally reasonable. Do I want a third buy or not? Or do I just start in on, I guess, double province sufficient? I guess the additional buys can be acquired later as well. That's all so confusing looking. It wasn't really, but it would definitely be. Do they trash? It's definitely something to trashing some of this stuff. I can for sure like draw dead on some hands. Not sure. They get a storyteller. Yeah, so they're like there. Yeah, the treasure hunters look fine. Look at all these black cats. How much did I discard? 3 coppers. So there's 4 cards. There were 5 cards. What should I get? Should I double province? Or should I province Black Cat Storyteller or something like that? Double province feels kind of, I mean, maybe I can double province Black Cat. So I gotta draw 5 cards. Was that the conclusion? I think that was the conclusion. If it's not true, I'll be sad. There's a black cat in there? When did I discard the black cat? They wore it? What? When did I? I'm so confused. So confused. Let's see if we draw them some cards now. I assume we do. Okay. I still don't know. I don't know when that black cat got in there. I guess I didn't have a clean shuffle or something. Super confusing to me. I don't think I'll have triple. Maybe if I activate a lot of black cats, maybe I can triple. Maybe just with the coffers, it's already enough after I gain another capital. Assuming I draw. Triple seems pretty safe. I don't think duchies are particularly viable path back in the game for them. But it's hard to say. They're going to buy some green. I'm going to activate at least one black cat. All of this, of course, is dependent on me drawing deck, which is, you know, I have a pretty good hand for getting a little bit in at least. Pretty sensitive though to the top 4 or 5 cards in my deck. Oh, that was lucky. Well, sort of. It's not actually. It's still kind of a scary hand, I guess. What would make it less scary is if I had seen like a capital. Would make it moderately less scary. I mean, I could dud for sure. This isn't really something to guide, I don't think either. Well, it's not totally crazy to guide it. But yeah, unless the hunting party finds more black cats or storyteller would be great. Masquerade. I guess the good news is that, like, I guess I probably can still do. I probably still have some flexibility to take like duchies or something at this point. I'm not gonna quad. Not that they're like a million miles. They're not a million miles away from quadding, but particularly if they get another hero. Other than they're kind of in a they're gonna have to use boost the storyteller, right? So. I will say that I think quad is out of reach for them. So even if I fail and I just double duchy or something, pay off some debt, that's not a complete loss. So it may be a little hard against triple, I don't know. Or triple plus. I think I don't call because we may need it later. Ooh, yuck. Okay. So I guess we could just not buy anything. What if they triple? If they, I don't need a black cat boost them. So if they triple, I can't quad. I will be able to quad. So if they triple, let's say they triple. I think that's about as good as they can do. And there's, I guess if they quad, then I lose anyway. So who cares? If they triple, they're at 34, which I can beat with triple duchy province. I guess that sounds doable. We didn't find any black cats, which actually sucks. There's like four or something, or so black cats down here in the bottom. Hopefully they're not able to quad. I guess I could also consider guiding. I'm not going to guide this hand. I think I can. Well, without that, yeah, I think I can quad if I get another capital. I don't know how close they would draw. If they were going to be able to threaten quad, I think they would have needed to exchange this warrior for a hero on their last turn. But so they can get to 18 from capitals. Yeah, I don't think they have 20 with the hero. I mean, they're not a million miles away from it. Like, what did they play last turn? $9-ish. Unless I'm miscounting something, I think they are at least 4 or so short, but maybe they don't have to play as much. What did they pay to the storyteller on their turn? Not a whole lot. Well, 2. They paid 3, I guess. I don't know. Do they have a black cat left? Because this is overpaying a little bit. If they did, they shouldn't have played that copper. Yeah, they shouldn't have. Well, I guess maybe they didn't have the black cat in hand yet. Anyway, this is not 32. How much is Triple Duchy Province? Not even that much money, really. $23. I don't have any debt. Well, I have, a little bit. I'm gonna draw 10 cards. Yeah, I'll win here. Triple Duchy Province, I didn't. No, they don't have that. They do an estate. How many buys will I have? 5 buys? I think I'm okay regardless of what they buy here. Even if they add an estate. I think I can buy the duchy. Or I guess I only need an estate. Buy the estate. So I have 3, cap 4, 5. So I would have 5 buys. Yeah, I can still cover that. I can still cover that. I guess there is something to like counting my cash to make sure. But what would I need? So I need 3 duchies, 15, 23, $25. And I'll have 18 from the capitals plus a gold, silver, 5. Okay, we can go ahead and max this, and it's totally safe. And try and draw the hero. Yeah, okay. We can try and take a money from them. Okay. Did get the extra turn there for first player, which was pretty useful on that board. I get to go first now. Another page game. Interesting. Very odd. Board. Gonna open Swindler page. I haven't played a Swindler yet. Everyone else puts Swindler. Yeah, it could be. I mean, it could be that they needed the cash. Yeah. Yeah. It could be you could handle cash. I'm gonna do a Swindler page. I mean, I don't. The board is like get governors and hagglers and stuff. I guess you try mint at some point, and then I don't know. I mean, you don't need to take too long to green. You can play your travelers very fast here with Way the Mole. So I think, it's still worth it. I mean, amongst other reasons. They do their buys. I'm more ready to do mine, but kind of have to BRB. Do they have the 5-2? I was gonna say, do they have the 5-2? I would do it. Sure. I don't think it's YOLOing. Not with Page. Now if I Swindler there, I guess they're not even gonna have a hand size that big. It'll all be yeah. I guess if I Swindler their Treasure Hunter, that'd be something. I don't think it's so YOLO-y. Surely, I don't know what the hand is. I don't know. Maybe you don't owl or mole. Probably not. Okay. I mean, I could mole, but I kind of want to mint these 4 coppers. Plus, I just kind of want to try to attack the not good. I don't know why. I don't think you want to trigger that. This is quite a bit of cards that aren't your Traveler. I don't like this mint, Way the Mole. I don't think that's good at all. I'm not even sure what the upside is. Like, you could draw the silver and buy something, but it doesn't seem very good to me. Oh, they're getting to the page. Oh, they have a page. Okay, so that makes sense. I missed the page. That seems totally reasonable. It would be nice if there was a I don't I'm not sure you want another silver. Now, do I want a silver or 2 silvers? Okay. I do want a haggler, but probably not yet. This is like a clear mole of the treasure hunter. I'm probably half a turn to turn behind, I guess. But I mean, I don't feel totally out of it. I think this board will have some play. It's kind of weird play, but I think it's there. Yeah, here's a question. Do you get the bank so that you can remodel it when they remodel, or do you get the gold so that you can remodel it when you remodel it? The eternal question. Because it's not like the money value of the bank is going to matter much. It may not even really work out in your favor. Okay, there's this bad draw. This is like mint, governor, swindler, warrior, and silver. I think that's just. I mean, to not get to mull into anything there is kind of awful. To not get any of these so that you can mull to get the warrior or whatever. Anyway, what's done is done. Not 100% sure. I think I'm gonna go ahead and remodel the silver into a thingy and then play a bunch of mole stuff, but you could like get a scholar as well. Or I could go ahead and get the haggler now. But there's another bank. Oh wait, no, that's just the same bank. Yeah, like this bank was already less money than a gold, and I'm not sure that it ever really helps you terribly much. That was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Do we remodel the estate into a potion? That's a joke. Actually, we could do the swindler. We could do the swindler. Look at all these. Sure. Who knows? I may just go ahead and take gold by governor. Or take gold by Agler. Take gold by Scholar. They have a lot of banks. Maybe they are going to remodel their banks into using my governors. It can happen. I don't know what I don't know what the best angle of it for it all is though. It's unclear to me. So let's think. This is either a haggler or a scholar. Well, it doesn't have to be either of those things, truth be told. No, my mint. Not my mint. Anything but. I'm just gonna draw a bunch here. It may be bad, but we're just gonna get out here and draw. If we only had one of them, we might mull, but since we already got both, it's gonna do it. This treasure hunter is probably safe to play. Well, shoot, where's the orange thing? There we go. Now my royal carriage is looking kind of stupid, but it's a pretty good mole hand. I drew them a lot of cards. Now they're switched back to golds. They've seen the beauty of the golds. Their eyes have been opened to the beauty of the golds. Oh yeah, the hero is the card I didn't draw, right? Okay. I mean, the banks, they're not nothing. It's just you have to have them when your opponent is remodeling, or they're pretty awful. I guess we can try to do Silk Roads. I don't know why I said that. Why would you do that? But the old power copper silver bank. Yeah, I mean, I guess they weren't. I mean, they might have bought a province. If they had the had the opportunity, I would have thought about it. I can again here like not remodel if I want. We could even call the royal carriage on that, though I guess we probably don't do that. There's something to be said for saving the remodeling for the moment. We could do something a little bit funky. Which is mold the haggler. How much money did I have last time? Well, I don't know because I didn't play at all. There's golds in here though. Let's try something a little bit funky. Hopefully they don't have a bank. They may just pop the banks at this point if they have them. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm totally cool with this state to whatever silver. That's something I can live with. And we're gonna do this. Yeah, that was the issue. How much money do we get if we play the this was the problem. What do we have left? There's like a governor and a gold. We could get the 2 coins. Not that exciting. Go gold governor. I don't know what the remaining cards are exactly. There's a buy I can even do. Kind of losing out on the haggler now. If we find a governor here, we probably drop, we buy a province, gain a go, you know. The order is a little different. It can be. I mean, I can try and draw more stuff. It's just. I mean, I can also stop here with gold governor. I really did want to buy a province, though. Too much mulling. I got too clever. I mean, no, I'm not that clever, so. I could produce. There is something to that argument. We can make gold and then. Here's what we'll do. Basically, just have a sad haggler. I don't like these estates of silver trashes at all. I don't think silvers are very useful. Maybe I'm wrong. Can page copper? I think we're done. We'll keep the hero. We will keep the warrior. This is a similar event as the one we had a moment ago. Kind of similar. Though we would probably mull the warrior, so possibly a little bit better. How many provinces can I get on my turn? If I just... Not that many. Maybe 3. I guess 3 is a pretty good number. If this were gold, I think my play would be pretty clear to do the mole stuff. As it is, I'm not so sure. I have 2 golds at least. Be another warrior, which is nice for them for the next turn. I mean, if they don't have... There's certain kinds of threats they can present which are scary. Like a single province for me is not unreasonable. There's definitely... I mean, there's definitely... I think they have a bank in hand. So that's certainly scary. And I can just buy a province. That's not crazy. Can they quad? Oh, I don't have any silvers. That's a little sad. Silvers would be the nice thing for changing things. Into... Hopefully they can't quad. I don't have any like points play in my hand right now. Which is unfortunate. Like the Silk Roads probably will be worth 2 before the end of the game. I think they have 4 governors. The scholar at some point would have definitely been worth considering. I mean, I did consider it, but then I kind of forgot about it. The good news, I guess, is that they can't really, like, Silk Road is pretty bad for them. I don't think it'll get above 1. I don't know what this is, if they're taking a duchy now. I probably trash copper regardless here. I don't think I want the copper in the shuffle. I'm probably mulling. I mean, he may draw me more cards before. It's unfortunate I didn't have silver. That's really my only, like... Let's just go for... I mean, I'm going to go for emptying provinces on my turn. Which, depending on how low, maybe not too bad or maybe kind of bad. This is, again, these make the questions a little harder. Whether it's better to just go ahead and... Well, probably not. Copper Estate aren't really useful. He draws more cards, it can change. He should be the last governor. To get a scholar now? Okay, that's a little weird. It's like, what if I just governor and go +3/+3? Is that worse than the other angle? It's gotta be better to do it this way. They didn't, yeah, now like, even trashing bank for them isn't particularly good. Because I just have to get to... If they do a bank, then I just have to buy a province. All right, so I advance to the bracket. Yeah, they didn't look very good. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to. Yeah, I didn't think they looked great. I don't know how to agree with someone when they're criticizing themselves. What's the proper way to do that? Even if I agree with it, I mean, I mean, like I said, the banks do one move, which is you can trash them when your opponent's trashing to get provinces. But if that doesn't come up or it's not to your advantage to do that, then they're just worse than the golds. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Away the turtle. Blah blah blah. Platinum. Sanctuary. Treasure. Just saying cards. You can get peasant silos. This opening is alright. Peasant gear. Peasant looks good. I think teacher looks good. Maybe there's something to be said for. It's gonna be real funny if this peasant is where we all know it is. Oh, they had the 5-2. That's pretty nice. Hey, it wasn't there. I whined for nothing. So I gotta think now. I think teacher is worth getting here. I think tokens are gonna be pretty good. This is either patrician or just a second peasant. I do want a second peasant, though the terminal considerations for this shuffle are probably favor patrician, just because I have silos, so that's going to compress the size of my deck. So if I have peasant and soldier in there, it's pretty likely to just mix together. They get a good sentry, very good sentry, and they find that this is a really, really good turn 3 for them as well. I mean, mine was about as good as I could want, and theirs is as good as they can want, truly. So they're probably ahead, but a lot of play on this board. So you can think about a talisman. I probably won't because I hate talisman, but I wouldn't hate somebody who got a talisman, I guess, if they were gonna try and get a bunch of gears. Or not more than usual anyway. I wouldn't hate them. I mean, this will be toss all 4. I'm gonna have a kind of an economy problem as long as I'm doing this silo stuff. Patrician with like plus card would be pretty appealing as well, so that's not crazy. There's some like dream draw where I still hit 5 on this hand, like the estates are at the bottom. Take a treasure. I'm not sure. Okay, so we did get the nice 5 here. This is gonna be a sanctuary for me. Obviously not the number of coppers I want to see in this hand, but that's kind of funny. That was about as bad of a reshuffle as I could get going into that shuffle, which was, I mean, quite good for me to get this sanctuary. I guess I knew the estates were on the bottom right. That wasn't like a mystery. This does hurt a little bit, for sure. Now they get a sanctuary. I'm not. Sanctuary is doing less for them, probably. Didn't draw my peasant. I am definitely a little bit ahead on the teacher stuff. I wouldn't be sad if I had a huge number of patricians with plus card. I don't suppose many of us would. Yeah, I'm fine with this. 1. It could be patrician gear, but I guess I just go like patrician. I do want to keep moving up both of these things. There's not, I guess teacher can be hit. What I was gonna say was that there's nothing it can find, but that's not true. Thanks, teacher. Okay. That is quite useful. I have too many peasants right now, for sure. But I think I can correct that. Somehow. I'm not fully sure how, but the goal here is to buy an emporium, I guess. Maybe try and buy an inn. I'm not really sure about the 2nd century. What the goals are for that. This peasant is maybe just should be nothing. Quite possibly. Disciple will be good, but still a couple turns away. Want to have emporiums for those. And then they have a lot of treasures now. There's so much time in this game though, because of the colonies. There's just, you don't have to like really live in fear of it. I barely got the emporium points, which probably aren't a huge deal. It would be nice to get an inn. They can buy emporiums, and then that's nice. That just means they're not buying things that they can get more use out of. It's denial from me, of course. I want the emporiums, but I don't have to have them. I already have 5 labs or 6 labs now. I'm going to get at least 7. There's going to be time for me to put plus action on gear, maybe get a talisman and hit those. I mean, there's time to do a bunch of stuff. So, oh, I didn't know they already got, oh, they didn't exchange for teacher. Okay, I see. That makes sense. I think like a disciple on the emporium would have been really good. I don't know if you really want to weight of the turtle that. I'm not sure if it does a whole lot for you, but probably okay-ish. Oh no, we didn't get to. What do we? What are we gonna put? We're gonna have a great call for the next turn. In actuality. Kind of thinking. We're gonna have this money. We have 8. And we could get a bunch of plus. We could put plus action on peasant, but like, why? You know, why? Why do that? We'd be able to play him anyways next turn when we disciple a Emporium or a peasant or a thingy, whatever. Did you buy a gear? Sanctuary, don't exile. Play teacher, buy Emporium and gear. I need to up payload for sure, but that's what the disciple's for. But I don't have like payloady action, so I may actually place every token this game, which is sort of wild. I don't know if that's something that really should happen, but we've been kind of, you know, we're not anywhere near 3 pile because we just haven't hit the same piles at all. And I probably need platinum or something. I'm trying to think what are some other payloady things I can do. I can get multiple sanctuaries, and put coin on them is something. We can play multiple soldiers. We're not out of this yet, but I feel fine. Okay, so we're gonna disciple a gear probably, and like buy a platinum. We could disciple sanctuary. I mean, I guess we can figure out what all the money situation looks like. We're gonna be able to draw everything up anyway before we have to decide between those two. Nice, there's 2 coppers in the trash. I could have probably saved something back. So there's 2 I had 7. So okay, what is this? 7, 9, 11. Which isn't especially exciting. I wouldn't say especially anyway. Could be in something as well. Like in treasure. What do we have? I don't really need to exile the coppers. They don't really mess up my starting hands, and then so much draw. 7, 9, 11. Could be like end treasure. Disciple Sanctuary next time. I'm trying to think if we can play the teacher, the treasure. Probably not the treasure. We could go like in gold. Some of this play order stuff was pretty dubious. I don't think it matters though. Treasure is probably better than I don't think in this very next turn that I can do it correctly. I could also buy a copper. I don't think I will. So I'll have a good amount of money. I'm planning to Disciple Sanctuary. We may be able to green a little bit on the next turn. It's extremely possible that I have loose buys and like a loose $2, and then I can just take an estate and I'll be able to Sanctuary it. Did they ever get their teacher? No. They're just not going to have draw. One cute thing is that I guess you can weigh the turtle like, oh, I could have weighed turtle the gear. Just so with the plus action you could put, you can weigh turtle this thing. Yeah, I could have done that. That was a misplay on my part. And you actually get then sort of a village effect. Oh, that's what I should have done. Then I could have definitely got the treasure. Yeah, you can get a village effect that way. Oh, that's so good. I wish I had thought of it. Okay, they're buying a platinum, which seems, pretty good. I could still fail to, okay, never mind. I was gonna say I could still fail to draw, but I don't think that's really true at this point. I guess we messed the end up a little bit. For shame. Do we care about do we need the other dollar, or can we just leave it there and do the gear stuff? Okay, how much money? I was gonna get 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 7, 13, 16. 16 verse 17. What does this 16 even buy? Like 17 is kind of nice. So you can go platinum, gear, treasure. That's kind of good. I don't think we have to buy it in. We can gain it in maybe if that's an issue. I don't think it'll be an issue. Well, I know it won't. We're not going to have terminals next turn. Next turn we're going to have like 0 terminals. I wish I had thought of this last time. I wonder if I should get a peasant or 2 and do the soldier stuff. Because the attack is kind of nice. He doesn't have buy, or he doesn't have very much draw. Or really hardly any draw. Maybe I should go platinum, gear, peasant. That make any sense? Probably it didn't. I should maybe green a little bit. I was going to do something else. Oh, it's really sad when you have to disable fugitive. The gears are just like overkill. I'm gonna get 30 sanctuaries my next, not this turn, but the following turn. I'm just gonna score. The piles are gonna start running. And then, you know. You can turtle gears until you need them, I guess, is a thing you can also do. That's cute. You still get the action even if you just turtle them. Man, you just get so much from a turtled bonus token thing. Pretty crazy. And colony, that's fine. I mean, that is totally fine. Feature, let's put coin on the sanctuary. Go ahead and play it. Done setting the sign. There's some stuff I could do to like make sure the patricians hit, but who cares? Maybe it'll matter. It's like put a... I think I want to... disciple peasant. It could be sanctuary. Boo. I don't think I need to exile them. I'm not gonna count this time because it's kind of boring to do. I can count if I need the 5th buyer, if I can just turtle it. Then I get the coin. Probably don't need the buy. What am I gonna go? I have 5, 10, 21. We could go like colony, platinum. Oh, it's double. We can just double colony. Seems fine. I forgot the sanctuary coin, even though I just talked about it. Okay, now we got these. I think I can probably empty sanctuaries, especially if they're lowering them. Maybe sanctuary estates. Might have been better. I may end up a few buys short, and I may be in a situation where I wanted to have the peasants instead. It's very, very possible. These silos play. Okay. It's very, very possible. Like, what? I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of buys. I just don't know if I'll have 10 buys. Yeah, I'll have 10 buys. Well, I have. Yeah, I'll have $26. Yeah, this will work. I'm like pretty sure. Oh, I kind of did this wrong though. Can I draw it now? I kind of did this wrong. I mean, I can do it next turn. Also. What do I, because I can't draw one of the sanctuaries now. Because I clicked too quickly. That was a mistake. They're not gonna 3-pile. I don't believe. I don't know, maybe they can 3-pile. So they, I don't know, maybe this still works. How much money do I have? 5, 10, 15, 18. I only get to triple 2 of them. I get to triple all of them. I just don't get to triple the last one I gain. Or I just don't get to play the last one I gain. Anyway, I triple 3 of them. This gives me... Part of it was this thing being turtled as well didn't help. Though I could have done it so that I still get the same amount. Anyway, it's not gonna work. Long story short. And I don't want to give them a pile out. That would be not good. What did they add? Can they Is there any world where they can double? I mean, I can just do colony province or whatever. It's fine. I just don't want to leave a pile out. That's really the only thing I don't want to do. Because the rest of it doesn't matter too much. I don't think. I mean, I could fail to draw. There's some world where that happens. But I probably want fugitives now, right? It was just like maybe there was I don't know exactly how much money I made, but there may have even still been a win at that point where I kind of got flustered, but I didn't kind of feel like counting everything. I only need one estate, right? We were tied, so it was maybe Gears Sanctuary, and maybe Sanctuary, Gears, and one estate was still super, super done. That's probably true. I didn't even look for that. I was still thinking about the estates. I imagine that was definitely the case, that the Sanctuary and Gears could just fly. No problem. I just stopped looking at the gear pile. So that was my mistake. Right, because I only need one duchy, so it was like there were 5 gears and 5 sanctuaries. I could gain 3 of them. And then, yeah, but anyway. Probably the fastest thing here will just be to buy the 2 colonies. Without, I did get to place all the tokens for whatever that's worth. Oh, I set the coppers. I thought I was siloing them. I'm dumb. Hopefully I don't draw now because of that. I don't know why I exiled either. That was also bad. I'm getting confused. All right. But I had a large amount of freedom to play things incorrectly that turn. All right, one more. Ooh, Amb. This is something. I don't know what I go for. Obviously, peasant counterfeit's pretty appealing. But even like peasant treasury is actually not, peasant market, peasant treasury is not super unappealing. This looks like I would say it looks like a teacher board to me, though. You could get by with discipling markets and treasuries. I could do the same opening as them. That's a lot of terminals. So it is a little scary to try and fight the ambassador. You can go peasant watchtower. Let's see. Counterfeit. We buy treasuries and then we buy markets. So we eventually, I mean, you're gonna have an ambassador. You can't just have 5 estates in your deck. I can kind of get behind the peasant ambassador, though I'm not at all convinced it's best. Whatever. Your hope is that you get to play one of the peasants, right? That's kind of your dream. This is not ideal, but whatever. I don't think I'd buy anything. If this peasant had missed, then you're really sad, but I think it's just bad. What is the point of this? 3 terminals in the open. Why did I do that? Like, you could just do ambassador peasant also. Well, then I don't know. Maybe you take watchtower. This is going to be a treasury for me. Well, maybe a counterfeit. They must have had some nasty collision. It could have reaped. This is a nice 5. This will be a treasury. I guess I'm thinner. Do I want a silver? Probably. Leprechaun's a little hard to fit in. They're not in a good spot with the thinning. I will say that. That part is going much better for me. And it looks like I'll probably end up with the bulk of the treasuries as well. At least in the moment. It's looking that way. Don't draw disciple. Okay. Could be watchtower. You can think about a leprechaun. I don't know. Probably peasant. The terminal situation is a little mucked up, but they have a lot of estates. I think they just must have had bad shuffles. I wasn't watching their hands closely to like really be able to speak to it. But what does triggering get me here? I mean, it doesn't matter not like the treasuries miss. It's just a question of whether there's like a nice upside. Like, does it get me to 10? So I would have 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, if I draw the counterfeit or like treasury into something. But what also, I guess the other question is what's in the shuffle, because it may not be. Kind of had to make the I mean, we probably just go to teacher, right? The treasuries are yeah, okay. There's like some really nice high rolls, I think, to get both of the treasuries. They may not even have 5. I think we will take a teacher. Are they just keeping a state? I'm so confused. Like, how do they get this? And we're just gonna buy markets. Eventually, we just, I don't know, estates will pile out or something. Do we get to teacher? But this is gonna be a soldier play easy. Double market. Maybe they'll reap. That's a joke. Will not reap. Counterfeit's good. This shuffle trigger isn't. It probably didn't hurt. There's a fugitive in there? Or is it a disciple now? It would be nice to try and play the fugitive. You could get lucky and have that happen. Can't decide if I do cards or actions. Guess I'm gonna get a decide. Yeah, we do cards. They're getting rid of a few of the estates, but now it's too late, right? I can hold the estates now. Second ambassador isn't that good. I don't know. Didn't matter. They don't have the buys for this, right? To pile. They don't have the buys to pile the estates, right? Or they're not going to put together the turn to do it. Surely. I mean, I could take a province as like insurance and then empty them the next turn. The issue would be, of course, that now the treasuries aren't guaranteed on top. They have the buys. We're not gonna really need the money either, but maybe there's some world where they disciple market and can empty the estates. They get to 14. I'm counting on the deck just being kind of still messy, too messy. But they may get there. Oh, that's all they have? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'll just empty estates now. Where's my disciple? Yeah. I'd have to look through their hands. I guess they probably had a horrible ambassador luck. All right. So we made it to the playoffs. Play more with Peasant and Page. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time.